Hello there. I heard you'd like to grow your chest. Get in. Well, hello. It's good to see everybody again. So, we had some time off. I had a nice week in Vancouver. We went over there with my girl and my friends. It was my friend's Matt's birthday, and we did some hiking. We got to go to some restaurants, do some shopping. Vancouver is open. We're back here in Toronto now. It is June 11th, I think. Anyway, Toronto's starting to open. Actually, tonight at midnight, I think Toronto opens. So now we're back, things are open here, but it was great to get away. It was great to do some hiking. We went to some cool gyms over there. Anyway, we're back with YouTube videos. Last week was the first week in months that we haven't filmed. So this Friday, there actually won't be a YouTube video up. I'm sorry guys, I know. Dropping the ball here, but we're back and we have even better content for you guys. So today we are gonna do a chest video. Little chest, little pec flex for you there. We're gonna do a chest video because I hear from a lot of you guys, and even like a lot of my friends, they're like, man, like I've always had trouble building my chest. Like there's something wrong with me. I don't know how to grow my chest. I've been trying for 10 years, I can't grow my chest. Well, today you guys are gonna fucking learn how to grow your chest because I'm the master of the titty dance and I'm the master of the pecs. So we're gonna do some cool stuff. I'm gonna show you guys like some basic anatomy, some basic function of the pecs, what they do, and then we're actually gonna go through a workout. And at the end, for an extra little treat, I'm gonna show you guys some of the food that I eat, the meals that I make when I'm dieting. Specifically, drum roll, protein ice cream. Because whenever I post out on Instagram, I get a shitload of DMs and everyone's like, how do you make it? What are the ingredients? This and that. And like, to be honest with you guys, I can't respond to everybody and give you guys all the information every single time you message me. So what I'm gonna do is make a video for you guys. Professional production, you guys are gonna see it in action. You guys are gonna, see the whole recipe. I'm gonna give you guys some tips. And the reason I'm doing this is because I've been dieting the last couple months and losing body fat. Whenever I start to diet, I really diet kind of aggressively because that's the way that I like to diet. So I pretty much eat no carbs as long as I can, and then I'll have like refeed or cheat meals. And I'm gonna be showing you guys some of that coming up too in the coming weeks. We're gonna do a lot more food stuff. So yeah, I've been doing the protein ice cream a lot more lately, so I've been posting it more and you guys have been requesting it, so we're gonna do that today. Anyway guys, we're here, Hammer Fitness HQ, the Mecca. This is where we do all our training and we're gonna get into it, so let's go. Okay guys, first things first, we're gonna teach you the basics. We're gonna teach you some anatomy and the function of the pecs. This way you guys are really gonna understand what the muscle is, how it works, and then that way it's gonna give you a better understanding. So every time you go into an exercise, you know exactly how to set your body up because you know what we're trying to do, what muscle, what part of the muscle we're trying to target, right? So the chest, we have my buddy Skeleton Jim here. We're gonna use him and demonstrate some of this and give you guys a better idea. So the chest is split up into 3 regions of the muscle, right? The pec major is one big muscle, but there's 3 distinct regions of the muscle, right? So first, we're gonna be talking about the upper chest. So everything is gonna run from about here and wraps around this way, right? So there are the clavicular fibers which run up and, as the name states, runs into the clavicle here. They attach this way. So they come around here and attach up this way. This is your upper chest, right? These are these fibers here going this way, upper chest. So, doing things like incline press, that's what's gonna work those muscles. Now, next, let's move on to the sternocostal fibers. So as per the name again, sternocostal, the sternum, right? Which is this bone here. The muscles are gonna come around from this way and wrap right into here, and they actually attach onto the sternum here, right? So they're running through, that's like your middle chest. That's when you're pressing flat and you're going through just like this, right? And then we have our abdominal muscle fibers, which run down, as the name says, into the abdominal area here, right? And they run down into the rib cage and the obliques. That's like, they're going on like this angle here, downward angle. So that's stuff like your decline press, your dips, those kind of exercises, right? So those are the 3 main areas of the chest, of the muscle fibers, and those are the directions that they go. You can see they orient in different ways. So it really makes sense to train the chest in those different areas and in those different planes so that we really prioritize every area of the chest, right? And let me just say, even if we're doing incline press or if we're doing decline press, right? We're prioritizing and we're trying to put a lot more force through either, the upper pec, the lower pec, whatever. all of the fibers of the pec are still contracting, guys. You can't just like shut off half of your pec. They're all working, but what we're doing is we're trying to bias some of those fibers in that area, because say, you know, like most people, they have a weak upper chest, so they want to work more of the upper chest, right? So we should actually, you know, prioritize that and start training in this motion here, right? When the humerus is going on an upward motion here, right? So now we're going to talk about what the actual function of the pec does. We just covered the anatomy of the pec, you know, where the muscle fibers go. Now we're going to talk about like what it actually does to your body, right? So the pec is going to be acting on the humerus, which is the upper arm, this bone here, right? It has nothing to do with the lower arm. It has everything to do from the elbow to the shoulder, right? So let's talk about what it does. It does flexion. So flexion of the humerus, which is moving upwards like this, right? From low to high, like this, which is also, you know, your anterior delt. But if you go like that and squeeze inward and put your hand up, you can feel your chest is contracting, right? So it does that, flexion of the humerus, right? The main thing the chest does is adduction of the humerus, right? Bringing your arm across your body, like when you're doing flies and you're doing bench press, right? Adduction means bringing towards the midline of the body, which is right here. So adduction is another huge one. And then also what it does is internal rotation of the humerus. So if you put your arm out in front of you and then you rotate inward like this, that's internal rotation. So what I want you guys to do is put your arm out in front, put your hand straight like this, think about contracting your pec, and then turn your hand over. You'll actually feel your pec get a lot tighter, right? So that's the internal rotation. So again, guys, flexion, adduction across, and then internal rotation. That is the function of the chest. So when you guys are performing your chest exercises, you should be thinking about, okay, like, am I doing these? Am I adducting my arm across my body? If you guys start thinking about, you know, those functions of the muscle when you're training, it's gonna create a lot more intent and you guys are gonna grow a lot more muscle. So a lot of times when people have a weak chest or a weak body part or a weak muscle in any regard, they think more is better. If my chest is weak, I have to do more. I have to do more sets, more sets, more sets, more sets. Guys, more is not better. Better is better. If you do more shit quality exercises, if you do more sets, but your execution hasn't been dialed in and you're not training the muscle the way that you should be, it doesn't matter, because you're gonna be training your triceps and your shoulders, and your chest is not gonna get better, guys. So, you know, more sets, more reps at the sake of quality is not better, guys. Better is better. Not more is better, better is better. So for the chest, if we wanna build the chest up, prioritizing is a big thing. Anytime you guys have a lagging body part, you need to prioritize it. That means you need to put it first in your week, right? Do the body part when you're fresh, so you have lots of energy, so you can really train hard and you can progress your strength and you can progress your lifts and your reps and get stronger, right? You also want to think about prioritizing in a way like putting your weak body part maybe after a rest day, right? Your rest day, you're recovered, you're eating, you're really healed up, you're gonna be fresh. It's kind of like the same thing as putting it at the start of the week, but you can put it after a rest day. So maybe you can start your training split on your Monday with your chest, and then you do, maybe you're doing like a chest and then a back and a legs, and then a rest day, and then after that rest day, you're gonna hit chest again, okay? So another thing with prioritizing is maybe you wanna put your weak body part or your chest after a refeed day or after a cheat meal day, like the day after that, right? Because the cheat meal day, the refeed day, you're eating all this food, you're soaking up this glycogen stores in your body, and you're replenishing your body, and you're resting, right? The day to do your weak body part is not on the day that you're doing the cheat meal, because your body is really, you know, still taking the time to process all that food. It's not really in there. You're not really like getting the benefits from it yet. The day after, you're gonna be ready, your muscles are gonna be full, you're gonna be rested. So the day after a cheat meal or the day after a refeed is another great day to do your weak body part or your chest. Frequency. So frequency is another big thing that you guys have to think about when trying to grow a stubborn body part, right? Like I said before, more is not better, better is better, but this is after, we're gonna implement this after we've fixed our execution of our exercises, right? So I'm not saying we're gonna do more because it's better. You know, we're gonna show you how to do better, and then we're gonna do more of that better, right? So frequency. So what I'm talking about is training chest or training a weak body part twice a week, right? And studies have shown, you know, it's optimal to train a body part twice a week. You know, there's a big difference from when you train it once a week to twice a week, but anything above twice a week, it hasn't really been shown to have that much more benefit either. So it's not like I'm saying, okay, it's time time to train chest every day, guys, because I don't think that's gonna be a benefit either. But I think when you're trying to prioritize a muscle that's not growing or a stubborn body part, 2 times a week is very optimal. But one thing you guys have to consider if you start doing chest twice a week or any body part twice a week is you need to equate for volume, right? So say you're doing, I don't know, just for instance, say you're doing like 100 sets across the week or something for your whole body. So all your muscles, you're doing 100 sets. Now you're like, okay, I wanna do chest twice a week. You don't just add more chest work and bump it up to like 120 sets. What you do is you're gonna have to decrease the volume in your other workouts and on your other body parts so that you can actually recover from what you're doing, because there's such thing as a total recoverable volume. So that's basically the amount of sets and the amount of work that you're doing that you can actually recover from and keep getting better each week and keep growing and keep getting stronger, right? Once you go above that point and you're doing too many sets, you're actually gonna regress and you're gonna be not recovered, you're gonna be very fatigued, your performance is gonna go down, you're not gonna build muscle. So we really need to equate for volume here. So if you're gonna do chest twice a week, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have to lower the sets that you're doing on your other body parts, right? So that means, you know, maybe you're doing everything else once a week and you're doing chest twice a week, right? So that's something that you guys really have to consider too.